Yeah, we here. We here. That's what I like to hear, man. We here. We here. What's up, man?
Welcome to the Hot CMB Radio. Let's talk, aka Play by Play. I'm your host, Busy B.
And she got Chris P, man. We at it again, y'all. We
Man,
at it again.
man.
I see Waka. Kim is in the house tonight. How y'all
What's
doing?
up? What's up, folks? Gang.
Anybody else want to partake? Anybody else want to partake?
Hold on. Before we start, I want everybody to start what you're doing. Share this. Just share all of this. Because what we about to talk about today is crazy.
This past week been crazy.
This whole week alone, crazy.
Just when I thought it couldn't get no better, this week alone has been wild.
Man, so share the podcast, send it to your folks, send it to the other folks, send it to the folks, to the other folks, to the other folks. It's going down.
Man, I got hyped before I came up in here, man. I was in here playing some Motown Philly by Boyz II Men, and I was ready to go. I was like, yo, let's come on with it. Let's get it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready, bro.
So, of course, I want to apologies for the absence of last week. I was sick.
Yeah.
Bro was tired. So we took a little break. Cause I woke up Wednesday morning, throwing up, all that all day. I think it was food poisoning, something I had.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was something I had, but then I ended up went back to work the next day. I felt decent, but I was still kind of weak.
Mm-hmm.
So but I got better through the day. So, so I just told bro, I was like, you know what? I still need a break because I still had a huge migraine.
Yeah.
A huge migraine into that. Like I couldn't be myself that day. I was really not 100% busy that day. I was like at least 50%.
Yeah.
50 or 55% of busy.
Yeah.
But we here. So today, Pete, should I tell them what we're talking about today, dog?
Well, I'll go ahead and give y'all the spiel because when I first put my hand on it, man, I had to sit and watch it. Me and Kim sat back and we watched it. We talking about Quiet on the Set. We're giving y'all the review. We're not going to give y'all the whole documentary because the whole documentary is not on YouTube. So we're just going to give you bits and pieces, just a little bit for people who probably have seen it or have not seen it. We were supposed to give y'all another topic tonight, but that caught my eye and it was like, okay, you know what? This got to be talked about because everybody else is talking about it and it's not. And CMB Radio has not talked about it, and this is like breaking news for us.
And this is back our childhood days. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that we talk about, like all that, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, Amanda Show. The list goes on and on, and all of this happened during our childhood days.
Yeah.
Us as kids, we thought everything was funny.
Oh yeah.
We thought everything was funny, but we got older and we found out what like the jokes was. I'm like, oh my god, really?
Oh yeah. And
really?
It's so crazy, bro. This stuff was hidden and we didn't sit here and really point the finger. We always said our stuff was better than the kids today. We always said our stuff is way better than y'all's. Our stuff is this that. You know, we said it numerous of times on CMB radio, but now it's like,
No, it's worse.
wow,
It's worse.
wow,
They worse.
yeah.
They generation worse was too.
Yeah, but I'm saying like us saying what our stuff was better than theirs. Like our stuff was no good because like if you sit back and watch, like when I had watched how Dan Schneider, and let's get to this. Let's get to the point. When I first saw Dan Schneider for the first time, and it was on the Nickelodeon's Kids Choice Awards back in what the early 2000s.
right.
Um, that he was like the creator of some of the shows, and then watching him on all that. And when I looked at him, he seemed kind of off. That's when I first put my finger on him, and I was like, "Buddy, kind of off a little bit," because I was like, "There's something off about that guy. I don't know what it was, but it was something about him I didn't put my finger on." And to make it so bad, bro, he's born on my birthday, January 14th, 1960 something. But I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, something about this dude I don't like. And I really don't sit back and say I don't like Capricorns. I love Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn. But it was something about Buddy I just could not, I didn't understand back in the day. It was like, something enough about this dude. Something else.
Right.
Mhm.
It was like Buddy ass was like, I don't know. I can't put my fingers in. I can't just put my finger in it. Like,
Yeah.
he definitely was weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so what caught me off guard was this.
Let me give y'all a picture of Dan Schneider real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give y'all a picture of Dan Schneider. Give me 1 second here. Y'all ready?
Go ahead. Show him.
Can y'all see it? Y'all see it?
You see that fat motherfucker right there? That's that fat motherfucking creepy ass motherfucking nigga right there. Right there. You see how he all up on old girl from iCarly?
Miranda Cosgrove.
Yes. You see how he all up on her? Like, yeah, you gonna get some of this tonight.
Yeah, it was something about Buddy that was really.
It was off. Like he was off.
Yeah, someone was off with that. When I first saw him, it was like I just, as a personal opinion, like no jokes aside, all jokes aside, it was just something about him I just didn't like. And you know, I've usually when I see people, man, I'm laughing at Kim's comment down there. She said, "Creepy ass singing to the whisper song." And yeah, hold up, hey, how you doing, little mumble? That you would see, yeah.
Tell you something that you like to hear. Oh,
you bogus.
Yeah, that's like she says, bro. But like bro said, on like all jokes aside, man, it was definitely something wrong with him. Like
you could tell.
You could tell he was on some other shit back in that time. Like everybody was not knowing like what he was doing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And shout outs to Sam from our college. What's her real name?
Jeanette McCurdy.
Jeanette. Shout out to her. She made that book. And she was talking about him. How he was giving, like he was telling females to get him massages, doing set, and like just telling
these were kids.
And these was kids.
These are kids, bro.
Kids like
not grown women. These were kids.
Kids. And people really felt uncomfortable working with him.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was just like, oh my God, like, yo. Yeah. Like I can't put my finger into it. And then what caught me off guard was this nigga Drake.
Oh yeah. That kind of threw me off balance too, man. I wasn't ready.
That threw me off to the point. I'm like, yo, not Drake Bell, bro. This
Yeah,
was my guy. This was my guy growing up, man.
that was sad. That was sad.
That was sad.
That was sad.
It was sad to the point that you kicked your dad to the curb just to kick it with the dude. Now you find out he was sexual harassing you in between the times that he trying to set you up to do different things.
Yeah, after I heard that,
you had a career. You had a music career and an acting career. Like, you did both.
Yeah, he did.
And you can't tell me the boy was talented. That boy is talented.
Very gifted.
But what caught me off guard when he told everybody his side of the story, that broke my heart, my dude. Like, I literally was in tears, my dude.
Yeah.
Literally.
So let's just put it like this. Dan Schneider, I feel like Dan Schneider had a little bit of something to do with Drake as well. But Brian, let's get on Brian Peck for a second. For those who do not know who Brian Peck was. Brian Peck, do you remember the part when they talked about the pickles and all that? You know, I actually remember that. I think it was on the Amanda show that I remember that, or all that. One of the two.
Boy.
But yeah, Pickle Boy. So I do remember that growing up. But, you know, I forgot all about it growing up. Because when I first saw it, I was like, you know, because back in the day, you know, you was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, going into your preteens watching the Amanda show, Amanda still ain't said nothing yet. But that part when they had the pickles going through the hole, I remember that though. I do remember that.
I remember that part.
I do remember that. Just like the on-air dares. I do remember that. But because I watched Nickelodeon all the time. Like I was never a point where I was never watching Nickelodeon. It was never a time I wasn't. Besides if I was watching BET. I mean, I get at assumption. Like if I was watching BET,
right?
Then Nickelodeon wasn't known as BET, but that was about it.
Right. And not to cut you off, my dude. Like, and the reason why Amanda did not say nothing, because I heard some things in between. I heard she got pregnant at the age of 13. So I'm scratching the back of my head like, yo, like, for real?
Oh, yeah.
Like, for real? Like, she didn't say nothing because I feel like she didn't want to do the documentary because she don't want to expose, bro, that the fraud that he is now. Like,
do you think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think he has something to do with Amanda being pregnant, though?
I think so.
Do you think that's probably what half the cause was?
So, because when they explain how, like, all that, like doing all that, they was together in a quiet room together, bro.
Yeah.
Now, imagine that. I think he got something to do with her being pregnant because she was always around him. She was always with Dan.
She was.
Like, it's always Dan this, Dan that. Oh, Dan's a good person. Dan got me this wonderful TV show called Amanda Show. Now, what also threw me off guard and caught it caught my attention was the whole jacuzzi scene.
You ain't never seen the whole jacuzzi scene with him in it in the Amanda show?
I did.
Okay.
I did, but I thought it was a skit.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, you thought it was a skit and it was funny.
Yeah.
But when I accidentally seen in with my own grown man eyes, I'm like, bro, fully clothed on the in the jacuzzi. Amanda was like the only person with a babe suit on, let alone a 2-piece.
Yeah, 2-piece.
She had a 2-piece swimsuit on, and bro was fully clothed. That didn't make no sense.
No. Yeah, definitely,
I
definitely.
knew something. I knew something was going on when I saw it.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, this crazy.
Oh yeah. So Kenan Thompson responded about 7 hours ago to Quiet on the Set, and I'm gonna give y'all a little piece of footage of what he said about that. Here, let me go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna go from there. Y'all ready?
Get him up.
My heart goes out to everybody that was victimized or their families. You know what I mean?
All That alum Kenan Thompson is reacting to the Quiet on Set allegations about Nickelodeon shows. More than a week after the release of Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, an investigation discovery docuseries exploring allegations of sexual abuse, racism, and sexism behind the scenes of the network's iconic shows, the former All That star is expressing his support for those who shared their stories. Kenan says this on his March 27th appearance on The Tamron Hall Show.
I think it's a good thing that the doc is out and it's putting things on display that need to be stories that need to be told for this accountability's sake. But it's definitely tough to watch because I have fond memories of that place, and I have fond memories of my co-stars and stuff like that. So to hear that they've gone through terrible things like that is just it's really tough.
However, the 45-year-old notes that many of the allegations, including accusations of workplace misconduct against producer Dan Schneider, happened after he left the network in the early aughts.
All right. So, in my personal opinion, um, I feel in my heart that Keenan needs to come out. He still is in the shadows. The person who because if you technically think about it, Dan Schneider was the one that gave Keenan the killer shot. And a lot of those African and I put two and two together with the African American shows on Nickelodeon. Like
Right.
people who didn't remember, like My Brother and Me, which I literally was just talking about My Brother and Me the other day, and I was going to talk about it on CMB Radio. You know what I'm saying, before all that took place. Um, My Brother and Me actually has some good episodes. Um, I want to say Gullah Gullah Island. For those who do not remember Nick Jr. with Gullah Gullah
That was my
Island,
shit.
I'm naming off the OG stuff. So
That was my
that
shit.
shows your age, bro.
That's my shit.
um,
Then you got Cousin Skeeter. Then
Cousin Skater,
you got
King Nikhil.
what's my that female show? Taina. That was my stuff too.
Well, see, the thing is, have you noticed a lot of those shows were short lived for a reason? Have you noticed why those shows were short lived for a reason?
I had noticed it.
Yep. If you
And
all them shows you just named off, even from Taina didn't even last long on Nickelodeon.
I think she did like at least 1-2 seasons.
I think she did about. Hold on. Let me look it up, bro.
I think she did like 1-2 seasons, at least 2 or 3.
I got you, bro.
Cause Taina was a good show, and Cousin Skeeter.
Yeah.
Both of them was funny, but like I said, it was to the point. Like it was more to the picture. It was more to. It was definitely more to the story.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put it up on Wikipedia, man. First of all, I love StreamYard, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in tonight. I see y'all all up in the comments. Ken was saying he's a pervert. Shoot, Walter said he loved all that. I think that's about it so far. I don't know who my third person was, but we're gonna go ahead and continue on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go share my screen here again, and we're gonna give y'all the Taina series of what me and Byron just got done talking about. So Taina ended up lasting for at least 2 seasons, Byron. You're absolutely right, with 26 episodes. It started on January 14, 2001 until May 11, 2002. Originally taped at Nickelodeon Studios. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, taped in front of at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. It was the final sitcom filmed at the studio before moving to Nickelodeon on Sunset for its second season. The series achieved high ratings during its airing, and it only lasted 2 seasons. Now, I'm gonna give y'all something real crazy here. Give me a second. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna give y'all something else that's crazy here. So Tyene only lasts 2 seasons, right?
Right.
Let's go over to iCarly. Wait a second, y'all. Go
I
ahead and
think
pull
I
that up.
probably did at least like 4 or 5 seasons, maybe 6.
I'm gonna show you something. iCarly lasted 6 seasons with a total of 97 episodes, bro. Tyena, put 2 and 2 together. Season 2 seasons, 26. iCarly, 6 seasons, 97. What does that tell you, bro?
They tells you that Dan Schneider didn't know what he was doing.
No, Dan Schneider, man, I'm gonna be honest. When it came down to Schneider Bakery, bro, Schneider Bakery owned, if I'm not mistaken, iCarly had Schneider Bakery. But let me go look and see what Tyena was on. I'm pretty sure it was Schneider Bakery as well.
Before iCarly, look up Victorious and see how long they last.
Okay, yeah, Dorado Productions. I'm sorry. So Dan Snyder's Bakery was iCarly, and there was a whole nother production company that was with Tyena. And I think what happened was with a lot of these old school network TV shows that didn't base showing stuff that was really sexually, whatever, like over sexualizing kids, you know what I'm saying? They was all about being positive in a Puerto Rican household, all about being positive in a black household. You didn't see like I said, the only thing about King Nickel that I mostly loved about King Nickel is that they didn't sexualize black kids. It was more about who loves orange soda, and he loved orange soda. You know what I'm saying? It was all about, it was just orange soda, period. But it wasn't over sexualizing anything.
That's facts. And that's facts because at the end of the day, bro, you got to understand this. King Nickel, like, yeah, he wasn't making love to the orange soda, but pretty much was non-sexual in that.
Yes, we are. We are talking about Quiet on the Set. They say, "Oh, are you talking Quiet on Set?" Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. And I feel like Kel should say something about it too, because not only Keenan got his own say so on it. This is my little niece London. Even though if Keenan have his say so, I think Kel should have a say so too.
Yeah. Personally, he should have a say so, and that's my personal opinion. He needs to have a say so on a lot of different things.
Yeah, because it's a whole lot of different. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, Josh too. No, you know what's crazy? This dude didn't invite Drake to his wedding. I was so upset with that.
Of course.
And then they said that they really wasn't best buds like that.
Yeah.
They really like. I don't know what happened closed doors between Drake and Josh, but I feel like at the end of the day, like that shit crazy, bro.
Of course. So I'm gonna go ahead. Hey Amber. Hey Amber. What's up, Amber? I was wondering what the face was. That's Amber. That's Kim's cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
All right.
But I feel like everybody should have to at least say so about this documentary, because like, and then what tricks me off guard, bro.
Oh, it's your bestie. Okay, yeah. Shout out to your bestie. Shout out to Amber. I'm sorry. That's Kim's best friend. But go ahead.
I feel like that, like, one of my favorite person or all that was Katrina. That was my girl right there. But then how they told her that she was too fat to be part of the to be part of the show, and she needs to lose weight.
Oh, that was the first. That was a red flag right there. That was the first red flag.
That was a huge red flag.
It was the first red flag.
They said, "Oh, we already got one fat person. We don't need two fat person." I'm like, yo.
That's like R. Kelly saying he don't need two fat people to live in his house. He don't need two little fat women to be in his house. That's like R. Kelly saying that. Hey, he wasn't even fat. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to your comment.
She wasn't fat at all. She was kind of thick. She had a little fat in the gut, but she was thick, like overall.
She was becoming a woman.
Yes. So now they had her.
And Katrina Johnson. The first and foremost, let's put it on the record. Katrina Johnson was adorable, and I mean, back in the day, she was beautiful, and today she is still beautiful. It'd be the Nickelodeon stars that's really, really, really quiet, bro, that come out of the woodwork, and it's like, oh man. So thank God you didn't continue on, because if you watch some of the people who went on and they did these things, they just look terrible, bro.
Right.
Anyways, well, I'm gonna go back to Amber's comment up here. I see something. She said the people who wrote letters in support of Brian Peck grossed me out, especially James Morrison. I liked him as an actor. Yeah, I couldn't believe the actor of Boys Meets World was the one that wrote one of those letters. I was in state of mind shock. I was like, bro, and I used to love Boy Meets World, bro. I was like, bro, that was my show. But when that was gross. I mean, I was really shocked on that. I really was.
I mean, like, so and then, like Amber said, it was shocking that everybody was supporting Brian and what he's doing to these kids. They support him because they don't know what actually happened in closed doors.
Exactly.
They can say like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that to certain individuals. And I feel like, yo, look at the bigger picture. The man was a sexual abuse to these kids.
He was a pedophile, bro. That man was a pedophile. He was a whole pedophile, bro.
And you cannot support that.
Not only one pedophile, he had 3 pedophiles, and then Dan Schneider swore up and down he didn't have no background checks or none of that, man. That man knew what he was doing, bro. That man knew exactly what he was doing. He was coming out the gate. Hey, before we continue, Byron, there's one show I did want to mention to you. Shout out to Comedy Hype for this video. I love Comedy Hype, but there's one show that people forgot about. We're going to go ahead and dive right on into it. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we got for you. Give it to me.
For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson. The docuseries Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV has been revealing tell-all for those who were involved in creating some of the most nostalgic children's television over the last 25 years. The show has put a spotlight on those left in charge at Nickelodeon who are facing serious allegations. Former Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider, who has been accused of abuse and running an inappropriate and toxic work environment for children, has just apologized for his behavior in the on-set atmosphere of his kids' television shows, which aired back in the late 90s, airing through the 2010s. Schneider is known for his work on shows like All That, The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, iCarly, and more. He has long faced allegations of bad behavior, but this newly released docuseries has given fans the first in-depth look at what happened behind the scenes. We would recently spotlight notable Nickelodeon stars who have remained silent about their experience. However, Jay Lewis, also known as Little JJ of the series Just Jordan, would shock fans with his reaction to Quiet on Set. Lewis would go on to break his silence on Facebook. Just Jordan got canceled. I ain't giving up no A.
What was that?
Yo!
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yo.
Y'all remember Just Jordan?
Yeah, I remember that.
Just Jordan came out when we was freshmen in high school. You remember Just Jordan?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And you know how long Just Jordan lasted on Nickelodeon? 1 season. How many episodes does Just Jordan last, bro? Do you remember how long?
I think he did like what? Between 10 to 12 episodes.
All right. So I'm gonna nitpick your brain for a second, bro. So I'm gonna nitpick with everybody's brains for a second. I'll share my screen again. I'm gonna give y'all this real quick. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Just Jordan. Number of seasons, 2. Number of episodes, 29. 2 seasons. Y'all remember little JJ from BET Comic View?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that was his show, but I was
Mhm.
like, I was lost for a minute, like, yo.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Little JJ spoke out and was like, that's the reason why Just Jordan got canceled. Man, only had 2 seasons.
Right.
Shout out to Jordan as well, man. Little JJ. Shout out to JJ, bro. For real.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Like, I understand. I kind of understand this. Just Jordan was a good show. It was a good show, but me and bro had this conversation. Yes, not yesterday. Like sometime last week. Disney need to come out with one too.
Yeah,
cause it's certain shows on Disney that's it's like same thing.
Oh yeah. Disney next, bro.
Disney's next.
Disney
because,
next.
like,
The stuff they got up on Disney, bro. The stuff that's on Disney, bro, maybe a little worse than Nickelodeon, but personal opinion, bro, like it's a little worse. It's a little worse. Let's go ahead and get on over to Victorious real quick, because you did mention Victorious to me.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and dive into Victorious.
I feel like this, like everybody deserves to speak out because like everybody has their own opinion.
Number of seasons, 4 seasons for Victorious. Number of episodes, 57.
You said how many seasons?
How many seasons? 4.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Let me ask you a question, bro. How is it that Just Jordan got 2 seasons? How is it that Taina got 2 seasons? How is it that iCarly got 4 or 5 seasons? The total was 6 seasons at that. How is it that Victorious got 4 seasons? I'm not pointing out race tonight, and I'm not doing the race thing tonight, but I'm just saying overall, let's look at the statistics here. Let's look at all this. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into another show, bro, that people forgot about.
Who?
Check this out. People tend to forget about this one show too, right here. Oh, the numbers are low again on this one. You ready?
Right.
Let's get it. I got you. Romeo Show.
I forgot about Romeo Show.
Romeo Show. Total of 3 seasons, 53 episodes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just it's something.
Nah, man, it's called this, man, brother. People are smart. And whatever happened behind them closed doors has something to do with Dan Schneider, and not just by him being a pedophile, just the way he treated people, bro. By being an inside racist, by being even just derogatory towards women. Like, not even that you were inside racist, you were also derogatory towards women, bro.
Right.
You were also biased.
And also also what caught my attention, bro, is the two writers that he had for the Amanda show, Christy and what's it, Jenna?
Yeah.
When he had those two did it, and when Christy saw all of this, and Jenna like, okay, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like what's going on? What's going on here? You fired her for what?
Yeah, for no reason.
For no reason, actually.
No reason. Because he was biased towards women, bro. He's biased towards women, bro. And then I think it was one more thing that he was not. He was really kind of not into. Well, something else. The kids, bro. The on-air dares. Did you remember? I think it was what's his name? Hold on, let me see if I can get y'all the people who spoke out. People who were on that, man. Who was on that? Let me see. We got not Leon, but the other guy. I think his name was Brandon. Brandon.
I think it was Brandon.
It was Brandon. Brandon got on and was saying something about. Remember when they had him doing the dogs and the peanut butter? That's the one that took me out because I remember that actually. And when I watched the part, I was like, I don't remember seeing this on Nickelodeon. This makes me cut out. I had to dig into my fondest memories. I was at my grandma Nina's house, bro. And I remember it was, I think, in her living room or in the kitchen. And we used to watch Nickelodeon. And I never understood why when they did the on-air dares, they always picked certain people, right?
Right.
So when they picked him, I remember as a kid, excuse me for saying this, guys, but I was, as a kid, you didn't think nothing of it. I was like, why they always got to pick the black people?
Racist ass.
I was like that back in the day, but when I watched it currently, and I remember that, I was like, wait a minute, I remember this. And I remember when the dogs was licking the peanut butter off of them, not even before this was before I even watched the documentary that all this came back. And he was like, I don't like this. And you could tell on his face, he didn't like it.
He did.
You could tell on this brother's face that he did not like it. Watching him in the documentary, though, I ain't even gonna lie to you. He's still silly. I try to hold all my laughter because he's still silly. That boy is still silly.
Right. And it's funny. I was like, I remember him play hardball.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about too when he played in hardball. Yeah, I know, right?
what's my favorite?
You talking about when they was in the bullpen and he started going off on old boy?
Right.
He was like, he called him a punk, and he said, "Man, I'm tired of your shit."
Nah. My favorite one. He told what's my man name? The other dude. He's like, "Pay me, bitch, don't fuck you."
Yeah, that's right. That's the one. Yeah, I got to.
Then G baby had break the story down to Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about hardball as soon as possible. But
we got to.
We got
to.
Hardball is one of my favorite movies, man.
But I agree with Kim. Back to regular schedule. I had to agree with Kim. Like, that apology was so fake and so stupid because nigga, you ain't sorry, bro. Cause you gonna keep doing these things to these kids, and then one of these days you gonna get arrested or you gonna be somewhere in the streets dead, bro. Like, you gonna keep doing the same thing.
Yeah. Hold on. So I'm gonna show y'all Dan Schneider's. I'm gonna give y'all a little bits and pieces of his apology, which I thought for the life of me, when I first saw this, bro. When I first saw this, I never forget when I looked at the comments, and the comments were turned off. This is the original page of where it's at. And I remember when I first saw this the overnight, because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep for nothing hearing about Drake, because it was like, man, this was like a big piece of your childhood that literally really was effective. Like you really watched this dude growing up and laughing and carrying on and not knowing this dude was going through hell.
Nah, but then what I told bro that I finally saw it, he was like, nah, did you see the episode 4? I was like, episode 4, nah. And then what messed me up was they mixed up 3 and 4. They mixed it up.
Yeah, they did.
They should have made the Drake episode number 3, and then they should make the last one number 4. So I was confused. So I ended up watching 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But
so check this out. Before we continue, I'm about to start off with this real quick, and I'm about to kick it off with this. You ready? Let's go.
Hey, it's Boogie. I played T-Ball on Nickelodeon's iCarly. I got a chance to watch the Quiet on Set program, and I reached out to Dan to see if it was something that he'd be willing to discuss.
First of all, this is the foul part. You went and got a cast member from Nickelodeon's iCarly, the TV show. You remember T-Bo from the show, right?
right.
With the dreads.
Yeah.
With the dreads. You remember that? You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
This ain't CBS 2 News. This is not ABC 7 News. This ain't WGN. This ain't CNN. This is not. Bruh, why are you interviewing him on YouTube?
I feel like this. I feel like that he was part of the iCarly crew too. So he should have a little say so about everything. Not trying to talk to him and interview him about what happens or whatever. Like, bro, like come on, bro. Like, make it make sense, bro.
Yeah. It just didn't make any sense when I first saw that. And so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna dive into a little bit of Drake's situation where he tried to. Dan Schneider tried to cover this up so bad, and it was like he said he was sorry, right? When a person is sincerely sorry, they ain't sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little bit of what the breakdown of Dan Schneider was. And I know for a fact I try not to laugh so hard. I try to hold all my laughter in because it's not funny and it's not a funny situation. But I have a flashback of what took place the same month 5 years ago, and I'll give it to y'all in a few moments. Let's get it.
Is there anything that we haven't discussed? Anything that if you could go back and navigate the journey differently, what would that look like?
Yeah, there's definitely things that I would do differently. One that I think would be really, really important is when you're hiring young actors, minors, to work in television, I would
hold up. My fault. One part. I got to go back and queue up a little bit because I skipped the part. But give me 1 second here. I'm just rewind it back for y'all real quick. Should be right over about. Yep, it's right
What's
here.
up with that fucking goatee, nigga?
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here y'all go. 1 second. Oh, I just learned something cool. Hold on. Sorry about that. We could do that when I do our music reviews. Coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. Next month. Next month. Let's get it.
wrote letters for Peck, character letters, praising him for who he was and asking for leniency. And they knew that he was guilty. They knew he had confessed to some degree, and they still did this. That's baffling that adults would do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people know this, but Drake's mom, a lovely woman who I stay in contact with this day, she came to me at the time and she said, Dan, I'm not good with words like you are. And would you help me with my speech for the judge? And I said, of course. And I did. And he ended up going to prison and serving his time. And yeah, that was probably the darkest part of my career. And here's the kicker.
Yeah. 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 Boy, if you don't get them fake crocodile tears up out of here, if you don't get them fake crocodile tears up out of here right now, man.
That was like the biggest crying tears I ever heard in my whole interview's life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find out you trying to pull that R. Kelly, my nigga.
Hey, Byron.
What?
Hey, Byron. Hey,
What
Byron.
up?
Hold on.
Let me find out you trying to pull that R.
I
Kelly.
got it up right here for you.
Me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life.
I got it right here.
I got out 30 years. I'm out.
That's gonna be Dan Schneider, y'all.
Y'all trying to kill me.
That's gonna be Dan Schneider, y'all, right there.
You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
That's gonna be Dan Schneider. That's gonna be Dan. That's gonna be Dan Schneider right there. I first saw that interview.
I'm fighting for my life, man.
Hey, I watched that on national television, bro. I watched that on national television. I was getting ready for work.
Bro, I think what job I was working at? What year that came out?
2019. That was 5 years
2019.
later. Hey, wait.
So,
Wait. 2019. What month, bro? March. The same time.
I was at Speedway at the time.
The same time Dan Schneider came out 5 years later. R. Kelly before came out.
I was at Speedway at the time, bro. I swear to God, I was watching. I had my. They talk, and I remember you had text me like, man, Byron. Watch this. I remember you told me to turn on channel 7. So I was like, all right, cool. We had no customers at the time, so I got done with all my work. So I was like, all right. I was like, I'm fighting for my life, man.
Yeah.
I remember I watched that whole interview.
My eyes got totally huge when R. Kelly got up like that. I was like, no, he is not crying on television, y'all. Man. I was like, oh no, he did it.
But Dan Schneider, yeah, like I would like nah, cause I feel bad for Drake because like it's like this. His dad saw everything was going on. Mm-hmm. But Drake didn't want to, as a kid, he didn't want to listen.
You know,
now he got a little older and he realized that his dad was right the whole time. Cause his mom can't. Okay.
Hold on. But go on before you continue. The parents of these kid actors, and it don't matter if it's Nickelodeon, Disney, ABC, CBS, whatever. Anybody with a kid TV show that was growing up, man, they need to be justified too, because that's foul what you did to your kids. And like Kim said, the dad warned that mom, and she ain't listen to this man. You know why? Because the money was too good. The kids didn't see the money. The money was too good for the parents. I would never put my kids in a predicament where it's like, oh, you're going to go on stage, you're going to do what I tell you to do, and let this man do whatever he want to do to you for some money. Come on, man. I ain't with that, bro. I ain't with that.
It's like, okay.
Money is the root of all evil. And yes, I said it on YouTube.
Okay, so But like I was saying, it's two parts to this. Cause now he like you said, he trying to explain to the mama like, yo, something ain't right with Drake. You know, like we need to get him away from the situation like ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another part where like the parents is selling their kids' soul to make some money, whether they have to do it sexually or whatever it has to be done to make some extra money.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's sad because it's to the point like,
excuse me,
the parent only person that probably would like two parents who probably would took up Brandon's mama and Drake's dad.
Yeah. And
I feel like everybody else didn't have no say so. I mean, nobody else parents didn't have no say so. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like it's messed up that you have all these young talented people. Mm-hmm. Jaylee Lynn Spears. I could list more people. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you put these kids in the position to do something for the kids in our generation to make our generation look bad.
Yeah.
These parents make our generation look bad because it's to the point like we thought it was funny.
Yeah, we thought it was funny when we were growing up, man.
We thought it was funny when we was kids. But now we grown and we see everything in this picture. Mm-hmm. It's messed up to the point. Not only is this the kids' fault, but it's some of these producers and directors' fault as well for making it that think it's funny, but it's not funny. Mm-hmm. You make our generation look bad. You make us as kids to think it was funny, but it wasn't funny.
Hey, do you remember the Jeanette McCurdy's Vine back in the day, or no?
Yes.
You remember the Jeanette McCurdy Vine?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull that up real quick. But the thing was, when Jeanette McCurdy, this already was already speaking about. It was already in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It was already there. It was already in the mix of it. You ready for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, y'all. Let's get y'all this Jeanette McCurdy joint. And shout out to Jeanette McCurdy once again, man. She the real.
Shout out to her, man, for real.
Another day on the set of Sam and Cat. I love my job. I'm so glad I ordered a salad. Chicken? Where's the rest of the chicken? I only ordered it for the chicken.
There we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan Schneider. I know you're watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Vine. Look what you've done to me.
That was a cry for help, bro.
Exactly.
That was a cry for help.
And now, I hate to say this, but look at my crush, my celebrity crush that I have right now, Ariana Grande. Look at her, bro. She is a sweetheart, bro.
She got that hush money, bro.
Right. Right. Like she is a sweetheart. And I feel like you put her in that position to go. Okay, so let me ask you this, bro. And I meant to ask everybody this question, but I'm gonna ask you this. Why are they paying so many young people to say some retarded shit or make them look like they're retarded.
Good question.
But they
It's
smart
it's
up here. But they're smart up here.
It's because it dumbs the generation down. It dumbs them down, bro. If you want to get technical, like it dumbs the generation. And this is something I've been talking about for years. But like I said, when it comes down to the kids and the generation now, like if you look at some of the kids now, it dumbs them down because some of the things that's being talked about in school is not being, back in the day, we learned a lot in school. Like me and you learned a whole lot. And I was just saying this the other day. I said, I didn't understand why the kids got out early at 106 in the afternoon. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday. That's not a holiday. What's up with that? But then again, it's like these kids are not getting taught anything. You get what I'm saying? They're not coming home learning what me and you learned. I asked my cousin, shout out to my cousin Darren. Darren came home one day, and I guess his daughter came home and asked her dad about, I guess he was talking about Malcolm X. And the daughter said, his daughters came out and said, I don't know who Malcolm X is. And mind you, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. We was taught about Malcolm X when we was in first grade. We was taught about Malcolm X once again relived in third grade. We was taught about Malcolm X relived again in the sixth grade. And then by the time we got to high school, we knew about Malcolm X and all the stuff that he went through.
And but my also thing is this, like Ariana Grande, she's smart as fuck.
The thing is,
Chelsea off of That's So Raven, she's smart as fuck. But these the people that these the people.
Oh, they coming. They coming.
These the people that these writers are paying them to just act dumb.
Mm-hmm.
They not dumb. They smart as fuck.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. How can I put it? They're not. When they write a cast member that's probably illiterate or dumb, they make it seem like that they're dumb in real life. When Ariana Grande came out, and then when I first heard, she said, "Show the Ariana clip." All right, so check it out. Since we're gonna dive into Ariana when I come back, but since we are talking about Quiet on the Set, Byron, don't lose your cool because I'm about to have you rolling. I want to talk about this incident that took place with Diddy. When I come back and pulling up the Ariana clip,
you must have.
When I come back,
you must have saw that live video that I posted what the Breakfast Club said about Diddy.
No, I'm talking. Oh, I'm gonna pull that up though. But I'm talking. Hey.
Yo, we're gonna take a 5-minute intermission. Hey, we'll be right back.
Hey, CMB Radio. CMB Radio got y'all on.
You think
tonight? We
on one tonight.
We got y'all woke. We coming, man. It was ready to get talked about. This been that week. I'm telling you.
Right. We'll be right back. We'll take a 5-minute intermission. We'll be back.
I'll see y'all in a little bit.